over Fort Capuzzo during the Italian soldiers' epic march. Graziani's barbed wire fence, in which gaps were made, allowing Italian troops to pass through. The Hellfire Coast behind Sollum. In sight of Sollum. Along the route from Sollum to Sidi Barrani lie craters made by Italian bombardments. Bombs falling on Sidi Barrani airport. Attacked by enemy fighter planes, Italian fighters coolly repel the enemy offensive whilst remaining focused on the objective. These scenes were filmed by cameraman Walter Nencini. He was killed shortly afterwards by a volley of English enemy fire, having exchanged his camera for a machine gun during a heavy attack by English fighters. Nencini gave his life for his country, a shining example of valor and sacrifice.
Esempio di valore e di sacrificio.
The march through the scorching desert towards Sidi Barrani. Anglo-Egyptian critics believed it would be extremely difficult for armored trucks and tanks to cross between the sea and the desert, particularly between August and mid-September. While the English believed no more than a few vehicles could cross, Italian Marshal Graziani continues in his report to Mussolini that around 2,000 managed it. Equal to the vehicle's effort was the endurance of the Italian infantry, of the black shirts and of the Libyan troops, who in 50-degree heat and in the maelstrom of sands whipped up by the desert winds were content with their customary liter of Negheli water. From the Italian-controlled Littoriana coastal motorway, the light infantry's motorcyclists sped off into the desert. Led by men accustomed to all manner of hardships, the armored units head into the scalding plain. The Bersaglieri advance in record time. The behavior, valor, and spirit of sacrifice of all the armed forces, both land and air, were above any praise, writes Marshal Graziani. Especially considering the terrain and time of year, thought prohibitive by the enemy, and above all the raging, suffocating desert winds on that decisive day.
Durante la giornata decisiva.
The columns unwind and advance in a piece of precision engineering. This is Sidi Barrani just a few hours after the Italian conquest. An Istituto Luce vehicle and the 23rd of March Blackshirt Division, the first Italian aeroplane to land at the airport. Italian artillerymen immediately take up their positions.